Mario Golf Super Rush adds many exciting new twists to the normal golf formula that we all know. Super Rush has multiple modes. These modes are Standard Golf, Speed Golf, Battle Golf, Solo Challenge, and Adventure Golf. I'll go through each mode and state my opinions about each one. First is Standard Golf. Standard Golf is the normal golf formula, but you can now select the option to have everyone tee off at once for a faster game. It's just a simple golf formula, but it is fun. Special shots can be used in Standard Golf. Special shots are a stronger attack that can only be used when your meter is full. The meter can be filled by collecting coins and making your ball into the hole, and characters can have a more unique special shot. For instance, Yoshi's special shot turns other players' balls into eggs on impact. It's not anything insanely fun, but it's a good way to pass the time, and it's a lot more fun with friends and family. The next mode is Speed Golf. Speed Golf is where everyone tees off at once and everyone chases their ball. You can use special shots and dashes to mess up other players to reach your ball the fastest. You can change the settings so a character can win by getting the high score or whoever gets the fastest time. Speed Golf is definitely one of my favorite modes in the game. It's really frantic and it's almost like a mix between golf and a fighting game. I'd like to point out that both Standard and Speed Golf each have 18 holes in total, but you can adjust it so you only play 3, 6, or 9 holes. Both modes also only have 6 courses and most of them have to be unlocked. One of my only problems with this game is the low number of courses, but luckily Nintendo already announced that they would add more courses and characters in free updates, which would definitely improve this game a lot. I really want more Mario themed courses, because the courses we do have are just generic Mario deserts or grasslands. It'd be awesome to see a Delfino Plaza stage or maybe even a Super Bell Hill area. Anyways, Speed Golf is definitely a highlight of the game and it's one of the best modes. Next up is Battle Golf. In my opinion, this is the highlight of the game. It takes the base formula of Speed Golf, adds power-ups, a score-like system, and many hazards to avoid. Basically, you try to get 3 holes claimed before anyone else does, and you can send bombs, banana peels, and other items to your opponents and mess them up. Once a hole is claimed, that hole disappears, so it's a race to get more holes than everybody else. This hole is even more intense than Speed Golf since all of the holes are available as soon as the match begins. When you and another person are fighting for the same hole, it really heats up. There are a total of 2 courses, and as I said before, I wish the game had a few more courses to make it less repetitive. All in all, this mode is very fun, and it is absolutely worth your time. Next we have the Solo Challenge mode. This mode is very simple. It's just like Standard Golf or Speed Golf, where you try to either get a fast time, or you can try to get a high score. It's a very simple mode, but it offers quite a bit of replayability. The last mode is Adventure Golf. In this mode, you play as your Mii and you try to become a pro golfer. You start out as a rookie and through numerous challenges you become a golf pro. This mode is very pleasing as you go through each challenge and some bosses even show up. It has a decent story with a few plot twists that surprise me, and the dialogue can be very entertaining at times. The objectives are pretty straightforward and there isn't a whole lot to do other than the main quest. The occasional obstacle challenge can be relatively tricky, and if you get stuck on a challenge, you might want to level up your Mii. Yes, you can level up your Mii similarly to an RPG game. Once you get enough experience points from doing the challenges, you can choose a stat to level up. Sometimes if you level up a stat, it makes another stat be lowered. The game does this to make your character more balanced, and it definitely adds some customization to the game. If you want a Mii that specializes in speed, you can do that. I really enjoy the RPG aspect of the game, and it really makes you feel like your Mii is getting better at golf. Another customization option you have is that your Mii is able to equip preferred clubs and outfits. Some of the outfits have perks such as being able to reduce water loss in the desert areas of the game. In the end, this mode is surprisingly good. The story is enjoyable, the NPCs, well, just being generic Toads or Koopa Troopas, have some witty banter, and the gameplay is pretty solid. I highly recommend playing through the whole story. It took me a little more than 10 hours to finish the whole campaign. Now, before I finish up this review, there are some other minor things I want to go over. As I've stated before, we definitely need more courses, which luckily we are getting more of them as free DLC. Another downside is that if you want to play with 4 or more people in the same room in any mode other than Standard Golf, you'll need 2 switches. I don't know why it's like this, but you can only have 2 players per console. One upside is that there are some cool unlockables in the form of more club sets for characters. If you play as a character, you get character points, and if you get enough of those, you can unlock new club sets for that character. This feature adds some unlockables to the game, but I think it would be cool if there are some achievements or something like that. I also tried a few rounds of Battle Golf online, and it worked really well with almost no communication issues. Okay, now it's time to wrap this review up. Battle Golf is insanely fun, the adventure mode is unbelievably good, Speed Golf is a superior, faster version of normal golf, Standard Golf is what you'd expect, the visuals are good, the online is enjoyable, but the lack of stages, no real achievements, and the issue that you need 2 consoles to play with 4 people in the majority of the modes really brings everything down a bit. But as it stands now, I give the game a 7.5 out of 10. But maybe once all the free updates are released, I'll release another review and see if the problems I had got fixed. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but it's certainly fun. Thanks for watching Nintendo Box. See ya.